every day is a gift, y'all. That's all I need.
What a beautiful life.
All that I've got, all that I need. I've got you, baby, you got me. What more could I ask for? Beautiful life.
Beautiful life. We got
Beautiful life.
I got
A beautiful life.
beautiful life.
Happiness, you know, it feels real good, y'all. For us to get it, then we gotta work hard, y'all. Every day. And don't pay attention to the things they say when they tell you that you can't make it, but you can if you try, y'all. When life is rough, I know sometimes you wanna cry, y'all. Just keep the faith and don't question. Ain't no need of stressing. Your life is still a blessing.
Not about the cars, the money, or the clothes.
You can believe these things will only come and go, but when you're getting real love from everyone you meet, it's a blessing, y'all. It's magic, y'all.
What a beautiful life.
All that I've got, all that I need. I've got you, baby, you got me. What more could I ask for? Beautiful life.
Beautiful life. We got
Beautiful life.
I got
A beautiful life.
beautiful life.
And now we all been blessed to be here. So it ain't no
Welcome, welcome, welcome to another edition of Truth 360 by Black Dress Collaborative. We are live in the studio. I am Holly Holiday. I am your co-host. And as always, I am joined by one of my favorite people, Jennifer Jones. And Jennifer, you have brought one of my idols. I love it. We have the iconic people in the building.
Of all blessings to have none other than the Dr. George C. Fraser of Fraser Net and the Abominable Power Networking Conference. Holly, we have a day here. Welcome, George Fraser, to Truth 360.
This is incredible. You know, people say, George, are you ubiquitous? Are you in multiple places at the same time? How is it possible for you to be here and then so here I am here. Right. I mean, I don't even know how I got here. I was supposed to be someplace else.
Okay.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
But I'm here.
Well, I'm sure that
Miss
Miss Jones has something to do with
Yes.
that because
Absolutely.
she is the influencer, and if she
absolutely
leads you the way she leads me, that's how we both found ourselves here.
Exactly. So it is such an amazing day, Holly. We have just been, as you know, the Power Networking Conference is going to be coming to Prince George's County in 2016, but in 2015, on June 25th through the 28th in Dallas, Texas, we'll be having a Power Networking Conference. And so George was here today at Northrop Grumman speaking and giving them a bit of his wisdom and brilliance, and we stole him for the Truth 360 show.
All
and so
right.
I'm
That's
overjoyed.
a step I can get behind.
Yes, so today's show is going to be about wealth and wellness. We're going to highlight the LiSA Project. We're going to talk about heart matters and what women need to know during this Heart Health Month about heart disease for those of us who are entrepreneurs, business women, and professionals managing balls, as well as stay-at-home moms doing a million things a day, why we have to take care of our heart health. And most of all, who else to be here to talk about wealth and wellness but George C. Fraser?
He is the wealth guy. Like,
yes.
if we don't have him, we don't have anybody. I have to tell you.
You know what? Don't I look like a cheese sandwich? I think I look like a cheese sandwich over here. Right?
And we didn't coordinate this
that.
great.
It just
It's
worked out.
It's all worked out.
This is
It's all worked out for
so
sure.
I'm going to be much more well now.
Wonderful.
I'm in the middle of a sandwich.
That's beautiful,
Absolutely,
George.
absolutely. Well, before we get into the wealth piece,
Yes. What's going on in the news?
What's
Holly?
going on? Well, I want to start with, because I know you want to talk about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, just a minute, just a little
But
bit.
to kick off, we've been, as you know, I've been part of a group that's been meeting with the NFL
Absolutely.
around domestic violence issues, and I'm so excited to say, and I have given them some kudos at how fast they have responded to that. And I want to continue to positively encourage them because they have also allowed that conversation to open up to to talk about diversity issues in general.
Yes.
And so I've been attending some of those meetings, and so sort of in highlighting that, I wanted to talk about and show the PSA that they did on domestic violence. It was a well, let's watch it and then comment.
Yes.
911, operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brynmere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushrooms.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
So as you can see, there was a lot of controversy, believe it or not, around that commercial. But I actually applauded it because Yes, it could have been more in your face, maybe, and maybe it could have done something a little bit more cheesy. But I thought it was so real and raw and authentic
And it's
to the
brilliant.
experience, and also instructional in terms of this is what really happens. Sometimes
Absolutely.
when you're in that moment and you're on the phone, you can't explain to people
What's
everything
happening.
that's happening
That's
for
right.
fear of provoking the situation even more. And I was surprised, they had shared with us that they were going to do something that was outside the box, but they didn't tell us what it was going to be. And so I just, again, this fight is not over. We still need people to support. We still need the letters, the emails, and the tweets
Absolutely.
to positively reinforce that things are moving. They have not yet put a budget to any of this, so we know
Absolutely.
budgets are statements of priority, and without real money, then there's not anything happening. But they have met with us, and as I said, we've met with the commissioner himself.
Yes.
I want to just say a real funny story that he actually stayed the entire 2 hours, and we've talked to other civil rights leaders, and they were like, "Well, how long did he stay?"
Exactly.
And then we were like, "He stayed the whole 2 hours." But I think part of that was, we're not about beating up on the NFL. We're about solutions. All of us, or at least I do, love football.
Love football.
Nobody wants football to
Love
go
football.
away. We just want football to exist in a way that is humane for all of those who love football. And that's kind of been our approach, and it's been successful. So kudos to the NFL for doing something out the box.
Absolutely.
And taking their largest stage
to address the issue
to show that.
with 100 million viewers. And Holly, what I loved about this piece, for all of the work that we do in the domestic violence world, there's something called a shoe card. And the shoe card provides all of the steps how women can create a safety plan, the emergency numbers they need, to think that women have to hide such information in their shoe. We tell women not to look for domestic violence services on their computers at home. And so if you've not worked in the field, you don't understand that there is, in the moment of heat, whether it's physical or emotional violence, whatever that trauma is, there's no room for you to say, I need someone to help me, because your life is in danger.
Yes.
And so the fact that there's been training to 911 all over the country, I'm so proud of some of the faith-based community. They are doing phenomenal jobs now of addressing how women can be sitting in church and their abuser will come to the same church service. You can't stand up and say, hey, somebody's gonna harm me. So the NFL, to me, they knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Absolutely. And that's what they wanted to do. They
Yes.
wanted to, as you know, they normally don't do PSAs during the Super Bowl. So they allowed for that to take place. They worked with the networks to make it happen. They chose an organization to talk about how if you are a victim, you can't just talk. And
Right.
to also communicate that 911 operators are trained, because many people in that situation don't know about it. And then, of
Yes.
course, to offer the website so that they could get more information. So
It was
personally
awesome.
thought it was a win, and I am quick to criticize. And I'm not saying that the criticism
because
is
we all
over,
signed the petition,
but I
when
want
you brought
to
the petition. So
absolutely.
it's great
But I
work
want to
see.
cheerlead when great things are happening, and positive encouragement can be just as powerful.
And
So
George, do
that
you
was
have
mine.
any input or thoughts about this whole issue of the NFL and domestic violence?
I think they they need to attack it head on. I think they need to be expedient about attacking it, and I think
Yes.
they are. And I think they need to think about it and articulate it through the power of the commercial and the platform of the NFL. A spot at the Super Bowl was $5 million for 30 seconds.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that is maybe one of the most expensive PSAs in the history of the world.
Absolutely.
But I think they hit it.
I'm writing that
I
down.
think they're on it.
Yes.
Because I think you're right. I don't think anybody wants to see the death of football. Certainly,
Yeah.
there's some other things that need to be addressed in the
Absolutely.
sport of football. But addressing domestic violence, because it's so prevalent amongst too many
Yes.
football
Yes.
players.
Yes. Yes.
is the right thing to do, and I think they just did a wonderful job.
Yeah, I agree.
Kudos. to them.
Awesome.
Well,
Kudos.
more to come on that. We'll be
Yeah,
doing a
and
show
so-
a little bit later now that football season has officially come to the end.
Yes.
With, the Pats on top.
Yes.
There's that.
Yeah, and so I just wanted to share that, I was watching the
Just
game,
saying.
and it was a nail
Just
biter.
saying.
I had loved Katy Perry, did great to me. Missy
I
Elliott
loved her.
and
I love her
Hendrix
anyway.
just
That
were,
roar
they've
song is
just-
my song.
Yeah, I was
roaring.
we're going to roar a little bit today. And really, Holly, I was excited to see this young man, Malcolm Butler, who has had what I'm going to call a game changer in his life. He will go down in the history books.
Yes.
30 years from now, they'll be showing the clip from this Super Bowl when that interception changed the outcome of the game. And so it was, heart-wrenching for all the Seahawk fans and all the people who were on the fence and just rooting for the Seahawks. But at the end of the day, it was definitely miracle football.
Well, it's good
For the
football
Super Bowl.
entertainment, and sadly, the Super Bowl is not always that. Sometimes you kind of tune out after the halftime
Right.
show because it gets boring.
Right.
This was
Exactly.
not that
This was
game.
not that
So
game. It was
even
awesome.
though the Patriots were victorious, it was a good football game.
Yeah. So, Holly, we're going to take a song break.
Yes.
And our first song break is one of my favorite artists, Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Oh, yeah.
talking about that it's all about love. We're going to be
Awesome.
talking about financial literacy,
Yes.
heart matters, and inspiration
Yes.
today, and motivation for wealth and wellness. And at the end of the day, George C. Fraser taught me it's all about love.
I love it.
That's right.
Would you mind if I touched, if I kissed, if I held you tight in the morning light? Yeah. Would you mind if I said how I felt tenderly tonight? Again, 'cause I never ever felt this way in my heart before. Oh, love has found its way in my heart tonight. Yeah, Would you mind if I looked in your eyes and I'm hypnotized and I lose my pride? Yeah. Would you mind if I made love to you till I'm satisfied? Once again, 'cause I never felt this way in my heart. Oh, before, love found its way in my heart tonight. Once again, 'cause I
like come back in on full dance mode. You know, we got to do that one time.
I think we can do that.
So welcome back to Truth 360 by Black Dress Collaborative. I neglected to say this, but you can follow us on Twitter at Truth 360 by BDC or like us on Facebook at Truth 360 by BDC to be part of the conversation. And also feel free to email us at truth360@blackdresscollaborative.com. I am your co-host, Holly Holiday, and of course I'm joined by the lovely Jennifer Jones. And what are we talking about today? You know, we're talking about wealth, which is one of my favorite things to talk about.
Subjects.
Money.
And so, Holly, what I wanted us to do in 2015 in our exceptional year was to start a wealth and wellness series. That one show out of every month should be devoted to our greatest passions, which is the establishment of wealth and having life in health and wellness across the financial spectrum, emotional, all of those things. Because at the end of the day, what is having wealth if you can't enjoy it and share it? And so we are blessed to be joined by George Fraser today in this conversation about wealth and wellness. We're
the
going
guru.
The guru of wealth
on wealth and wellness.
The PowerNetworking
we keep giving him new nicknames.
Wow. It was wow about wealth and wellness.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
And so the guru, and so I'm going to make sure that we allow George, because you know, Holly, you and I could talk a lot. That's why we have 2 hours.
We got it, obviously.
But we're going to give George room and our listeners the gift and blessing of what we know so well about George. We are going to profile the LiSA initiative today. So we're going to be joined by Shirley Johnson, who is the CEO and one of the co-founders and organizers of this movement, as well as to have a snippet before we leave. This is Heart Health Month, and there's going to be an amazing event on Friday evening and throughout the month, several heart events to talk about heart disease and what women need to know, that there's been a game changer in heart disease, that it's not just for rich and powerful men to have heart attacks, but women's numbers have been on the rise, and there's some simple things that we can do to maintain our heart health. And then we're going to give the platform to George Fraser to let our listening audience know what they can expect if they join us this summer at
in Dallas, Texas. Yes,
Dallas.
I was just sharing with him during the break that I'm already getting my posse together, and I'm bringing them from far and wide. I brought my niece last year, and she has just grown from that. She's getting married this summer, so she's not coming with me this summer, but I got a whole new crew that I can't wait to introduce to Networking, so I'm excited.
We're excited. And so, Holly, we're going to take a song break, and we're going to come back from this song break and get our conversation started. George, we are so excited. So we'll be looking forward to hearing from you when we return from this song break.
Yes.
Come on, NCC, if you're ready to rock the house, I mean, you make some noise. Hey! Come on, tell the person that God is up to something. Come on, tell him. Hey! God's up to something. God's up to something good. I know. His plan is working. Everything out for my good. Only 'cause I love him. Say it again. God's up to something. Yeah. God's up to something good. I know. His plan is working. Everything out for my good. Only 'cause I love him. There's a battle going on in this world that our eyes cannot see. Don't be moved, I promise you, it'll be alright. Just have faith, no matter what, hold your ground. Don't give in, 'cause in the end, you're gonna win. You got to know. God's up to something.
Yes, he is.
God's up to something good.
Real good.
I know. His plan is working there.
Oh, it's working for me.
Everything out for my good.
Oh, because I know it'll work it out. Whenever you need, whenever you call on him, he'll be there. Don't you ever let go. There is one thing I know. God's up to something. I know he is. God's up to something. Real good. Real good. His plan. His plan is work. My. Everything up for my good.
Okay, now, excuse me, miss, but can I have a word with you? Please, sir, can I share a little bit with you? I know you're praying for that miracle you've been believing, confessing it and blessing him every day, believing. Will he come through? Will he find you? It's like a dream playing on a movie screen, and you wonder will these tithing offerings remove the burdens? Open up the heavens like a window with a curtain. I know these struggles is taking you to the wire. The race is to the one that endures even the fire. Come and look a little closer, man, check it out, sir. You're a king, you're a queen, you're the blessed, sir. Don't step down, cause you're in the thick of it. The fire, the heat, your clothes won't even smell of it. God is not a man and he will lie to you. He's the one that died for you. Say goodbye for just 3 days, hey. Then he got up, before he left he gave you keys, the power's yours. Now, if you gon' quit, you should've did it way back then. But because you stood, God is up to something good.
You can have peace,
To something.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Holly,
And
we
are
have
back.
a full house today
with all the lovely people in the room. I'm so excited.
Yes.
And I'd also like to say, hold on and bear with us. We got a lot of folks on the phone too. We are coming to you, but you can hear the show right from the phone, and we will get to you shortly. But we got to get the folks in the studio on the mic.
Absolutely. So George C. Fraser, we are overjoyed to have you here, and as our business coach, as the author extraordinaire, telling us how to connect, how to network, how to navigate the waters of business nationally and internationally. We are here today joined by Shirley Johnson. Shirley, tell our listeners hello.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here.
We are overjoyed to talk about the LiSA initiative. But before we talk about what LiSA is and what LiSA's all about, we're just going to let you in on a secret. It's about financial literacy. Mm-hmm. So, George, tell us, what do our listeners need to know about financial literacy?
I think it's extremely important because we are an economically illiterate people, as evident in how we, or what we do with our $1.1 trillion annual economy. If we were a nation, we'd be the 16th richest nation in the entire world. We bring $1.1 trillion to the table every year, but that money goes in one direction away from us, and we're some of America's most conspicuous consumers. We're not poor, we're just a broke people.
Yes.
And we need to fix that in the 21st century. There was an interesting article on the front page of USA Today not long ago. I hope everybody listening and watching saw this article. It was below the fold, and it was about baby boomers, black baby boomers. And here's what it said. It said that black baby boomers will be the first generation of Africans in America to raise another generation of Africans in America that will not do better than them.
Yes.
So in the 400-year history of our people, we are the only generation to raise another generation that will be worse off.
Yes.
We need our behinds kicked.
Wow.
You can count me
Yes.
out of that equation. I will not contribute to that equation.
I won't be either.
And neither must anyone viewing this or listening to this. We are an economically illiterate people, and we have the talent in our community to educate our people.
Yes.
The LiSA Project is one incredible initiative that speaks to educating us around our economic illiteracy. We are the only culture in the history of humankind that put political empowerment before economic empowerment.
Right.
Last year we elected 9,000 black public officials and we're still at the bottom of the educational and economic heap. So what does that mean? That means that you cannot do it by politics alone. How dare we put that kind of pressure on our political leadership? But again, we're no fools. We were born at night, but not last night. We do understand that we're all impacted by public policy, and yes, we're all
Yes.
impacted
Yes.
by the politics of
Yes.
inclusion. So yes, we must continue to use the power of our vote to empower those who empower us. So economic literacy, economic programming is extremely important. Why is wealth important? Why is wealth important? So that means we need a change of consciousness
Absolutely.
and understanding. Why is wealth important? Let me see if I can clarify that. What you earn, your money, will determine where you live. Where you live will determine where your children go to school. Where your children go to school will determine the quality of your children's higher education.
Yes.
And the quality of your children's higher education will determine their lifelong earnings. And your children's lifelong earnings will determine where your children live. And where your children live will determine where your grandchildren go to school. And where your grandchildren go to school will determine the quality of your grandchildren's higher education, and that will determine their lifelong. You see the cycle of poverty there?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So that's
Absolutely.
two important reasons why understanding wealth and how to leverage it and use it
Yes.
is important. The third would be something as simple as this. In a market-based economy, in a democratic capitalistic society, the only color that really matters is green. So until our pile of green is as big and as high and as wide and as leveraged as any other cultural group's pile of green, we will never be considered an equal at the table of democratic capitalism.
That's right.
Right? So there are issues of image. The third, I think, is a secret. I think it's a secret of black people. I don't think it's a secret to white people. So we're going to tell you a secret. We don't want you to tell anybody, okay? So in case you didn't know, you're now going to know. So you'll now never be able to say, no one ever told you this. So
Nobody
I'm going to
told
tell
me.
you this.
Right.
The tax system, brothers and sisters, was set up for the landowner and the business owner. Why? Because landowners and business owners wrote the tax laws. So if you are not a business owner, and we own the fewest number of businesses per capita of any cultural group in this country, and we came over here on the Mayflower, and you are not a landowner, and we own the fewest number of homes per capita of any cultural group in this country, and again, we came over here on the Mayflower, you cannot fully exploit the American tax system. The American tax system will exploit you. This is why when Mitt Romney was running for the presidency back in the day, he didn't want anybody to see his tax returns, not because he did anything illegal, it's because he exploited the tax laws because he to the fullest, because he's a landowner and a business owner.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
the goal of 21st century black people, the goal of our elders, let's call our elders the baby boomers, our goal is to help our generation and future generations to understand the power and importance of money and to help change the kitchen table conversation. You see, it's just not important what Beyonce is going to wear to the BET Awards.
Yeah,
I mean, Jews ain't talking about that around the kitchen table.
Not at all.
Right? So we have to change the kitchen table conversation and understand that the goal for us for the 21st century, we must achieve this by the end of the 21st century, is to help black people build wealth that can be transferred intergenerationally. Again, we're not poor, we're just broke. We have money, it just goes in the wrong direction. People ask me all the time, and I'll close with this point. Dr. Fraser, can you give me an example of the intergenerational transfer of wealth? A modern day example. What might that look like? What might that be? What might that sound like? Okay, let's pretend that you are married, you have 2 children, they grow up, they find a significant other that you approve. I say that tongue in cheek. and they get married. Can you do for your child as Jews do for their children? Can you buy them their first home?
Yes.
Or can you put a $10,000 or $20,000 down payment for them on their first home?
Yes.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
That would be one example. Here's a second example. You have 2 beautiful children. They do well in high school. They graduate and qualify to go to Harvard, Yale, Morehouse, or Spelman at $50,000, $60,000 a year.
Yes.
Can you pay for your children's education, or will you stick your child with a $200,000 bill by the time they get out of college?
Yes.
That is, those are, I should say, 2 examples of the intergenerational transfer of wealth. Those things will not happen in your family if, in fact, economic literacy, vis-a-vis understanding wealth creation and the leveraging of our collective resources and intellectual capital, when that happens, these things that we're talking about, plans and ideas, those things will happen.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited about the LiSA initiative.
Wow.
Yes.
It reminds me a little bit of the Moses movement. You know,
I'm excited
about it. I want to hear about that. That's exciting.
Have you ever seen Holly and Jennifer quiet? European
I'm excited about that. I mean, you have to be a young lady to be involved in it?
Absolutely not, George.
Okay.
Absolutely
All
not.
right.
So let's hear
I'm
about
feeling
it,
it.
Shirley. I mean, George just gave you the intro of all intros.
Wow, I mean,
to
George
talk
kind of just like, shut me up. I mean, that was powerful, George. Well, first of all, let me say, God is up to something for sure.
He is really
that's
up
our
to
favorite. That's
something.
really
Yes.
our theme
That's
song
our
behind
theme
the LiSA
song.
Project. And if our CEO of FFS was on the line tonight, she would be ecstatic to hear that, because that is just that's our theme song. So we know for sure that God is up to something with that. So. I am the CEO of the Leadership Training Center in Lanham, Maryland, also the co-chair of the advisory board for First Financial Security for the LiSA initiative. And it's a pleasure for me to be invited back today to this amazing panel for this, this discussion, to have this platform, because, George, you just knocked it out the park. I mean, all of my notes is like, okay, I don't even need to go there. But it's... everything that you said, I mean, you just hit it nail on the head. You hit it in every way, and our goal, and really the mission and the vision for the LiSA initiative as we come out the gate in 2015 is we're changing the face of insurance. That's what it's all about, and we do have the secret. Our concept is we have the real secrets of money, and the goal is to teach on all levels, individuals from preschool level to the seniors, how they can understand wealth and how to use it. The statistics are alarming. When we talk about why women and why now was our theme coming out last year, well, just 1/3 of the women 25 to 34 in that age range, just 1 in 10 of those individuals had a financial plan. Okay, but we're talking about by 2020, women will control $22 trillion of all the wealth in this country. Okay, those trillions that you talked about, we're in a $1 trillion industry. Women will control $22 trillion of all wealth in this country. However, we laugh and joke about our red bottom stilettos and we're knocking out glass ceilings with it. But the bottom line is women are breaking through these glass ceilings with those stilettos. They're mega church. They're running mega churches. They're the CEOs of major corporations. I mean, they are doing it all. But the bottom line is 86% of them who were just recently polled said they don't have a clue of how to manage their money and what to do with it. Wow. 2/3 of women aged 40 to 79 have already dealt with a life occurrence. What is that life occurrence? That's death of a spouse, death of a child, that's breast cancer or some type of cancer, that's a divorce, that's something major that has affected them. And what does that do? Those life changes, they affect your finances. But then when you really take a look at what you're talking about, the answer in your question, is it just about women? No, it's not, because 70% of all Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Right. Yes. And it takes two to be divorced.
Yes,
so it's not just the man, the women who are affected by that. So, when we talk about LiSA stands for Life Insurance Savings Account. It's an initiative. It's a grassroots movement for us to get out, come together and plant our seeds. And right now we can do business and take our mission across all 50 states, Puerto Rico, and Guam. Yes. So what we're doing, and this platform here helps us to reach out even further to find individuals, nonprofit organizations, faith-based organizations, anyone who feels the need, the passion to come join us with the movement. We need help to get out and share the information. So we're excited about the initiative, because the initiative now, we have our own curriculum. And as I said, we can take that into the nonprofits. It costs nothing. Let us come share the information. And then we also have an opportunity for you to become a business partner with us and be in business with us as well. So there's a lot of things that we have to offer with the project.
Is there a particular insurance company that you use? Is it driven by a particular insurance company, or do you have your say on who you want?
Well, absolutely.
What insurance products you want?
Absolutely. Well, let me give you a little history on First Financial Security. We're a national marketing organization. We do business in all 50 states. We have partnered with some of the best carriers in the country, so much so that American National, been in business since 1905. National Life, which we refer to as LSW, been in business over 100 years as well. They have created a proprietary product for us. And that proprietary product is with American National, is called the Life Scope. With National Life, with American National Anaco, it's called Life 360. With National Life, and with National Life, it's called Life Scope. But both of those proprietary products, the only individuals in this country that can offer those products are someone who is involved with First Financial Security and this LiSA Project. So that's why we are excited about that, because those companies have been in business hundreds of years, they're debt-free, and they understand the need, and they came together with us to say, how can we reach Middle America? How do we do it? So they, put together emerging products that will allow us to reach all of the needs, the death benefits, it has living benefits, tax-free retirement, and guaranteed lifetime income, all wrapped in one for us.
Well, that's what I was going to ask, because, at the end of the day, I need the details and the nitty-gritty, I would say, I think I've heard George speak many times, and I'm always inspired each and every time. And even though some of the themes repeat, I always get a new piece out of it. And one of the things that struck me today with his comments were that, I was fortunate enough to have 2 generations before me to plan for me to be able to go to college and to come out of college debt-free, which definitely helped me. But yet, I'm still not at the millionaire. Well, I'm close. I'm getting there, though. But I can see in my lifetime where the next generation, and certainly the generation after that, will definitely be there. There's no question about it. Like, my brother and I are scared to death because we look at the people that are about to be those people, and it scares us. But we're working on them. They still young. But I'm interested in what are the products and what do they do that's different, and more importantly, like, people think about how does it sort of debunk the stereotypes or the misinformation that people have about life insurance.
Absolutely.
And I want to just harken back to sort of some days, and I'm an attorney, I'll say that, and I've had to deal with this, where people have bought policies and they basically have just been a huge drain and rip off on their savings. Yes. I have had many clients, particularly from my grandmother's era, that were sold policies and they just were empty places where they dumped jump
And
money.
I'm
so
just excited.
I'm so excited to have something
Yeah.
that is woman-led and that you're involved with it. So I'd like to hear some of the differences and what makes these products special.
Absolutely. Well, we're talking about the old and the new. Okay,
Sure.
so traditionally, insurance, you will know, I call it the death policies, the debit policies. Where back in the
Yes.
day, I remember the debit man used to come to my
Come
grandmother's
to
house
the door
to get
with the
$10
suitcase
to get
and
little
then
$10 to
talk
get
about that.
right to
What
have
I'm
that.
talking
It was
about.
called a
I
burial
heard
policy.
about it.
Yes,
It was a burial
yes.
policy, maybe $2,000 if
Yes.
they paid $5 a week on until the day they died, right? But then traditionally, we all know about term insurance. Term is group
Exactly.
insurance. That's the insurance that when you go to your job, if they offer benefits, when you sign up, you automatically have it. You don't have to
Yes.
qualify for it as a part of a group piece.
Yes.
Then there's term insurance that is it's very inexpensive. You can get a lot of coverage for it, but it's term. Term means temporary. It
Yes.
means that, a lot of people go out and another company will come to them and say, I can offer you, $500,000 worth of insurance for $75 a month. Well, one, there's a temporary term to that, and insurance is purchased by your age and by your health. And there's always something that you need to purchase and take a look into purchasing when you don't need it, because when you do, you might not qualify.
Right.
But with the temporary insurance piece, there are a lot of people, they come to me as well. And, I hate to see it when someone 50 or 60 comes to my meeting on a Thursday night and they say, oh my God, this really sounds great. I have coverage. I want to transfer mine. And when they bring me their folder, what they have is an old term policy that they paid on that is about to cancel 6 months from now, and they've had it for 15 years because term is 5, 10, 15, 20. So you'll hear a lot of those stories.
Absolutely.
Okay. Then you have whole life, and you have universal life, and you have those policies, and what they do is they will give you death benefit coverage for whole life up to 100 years, and there's a cost of insurance, and then the rest that's in there, they allow you to what I say is it's a cost of insurance, and then the difference they invest it, and you get an amount of interest that's applied, maybe 2 to 4 to 6%.
Right.
But then again, it really doesn't make a great difference, okay?
Right.
But it's a death policy. So
Right.
in the event that you die, your beneficiaries will benefit from that. However, what we do is a little different. We just show people how to just redirect, and ours is a permanent policy. So what happens is with the LiSA, for example, if I left here today and God forbid I had a heart attack or a stroke, and or any of the 18 triggers that are out there, because it's called living benefits, and I'm divorced now, home taking care of my daughter, business owner. So my finances are, I'm living like the rest of America, right? So I wouldn't have to shut down my business or take my daughter, bring her home from college, because I have a life insurance savings account, a LiSA account. And what that does is, if you have a $100,000 death benefit over here, have that heart attack or stroke, you didn't die, you're going to continue to pay your monthly fee. You're going to go to the doctor for the next 3 months while you're recuperating, and when you come home from the doctor, the first thing you're going to start seeing in about a month is a repo notice, and then a foreclosure notice, and then next thing you're going to see is a cancellation of your life insurance notice, right? But with the life insurance savings account, what you can do there, it's a permanent policy. You don't have to die to use, because it has living benefits, terminal, critical, chronic. And so what happens is, in that event, if I needed $30,000 to keep my bills paid and to keep me going to have that better lifestyle and not lose everything I have, I go through the normal process, send in the documentation from the doctors. You can get what's called accelerated benefits, living benefits while you're living. So they would send me $30,000. I could accelerate some of those benefits. I would have $30,000 if I died 6 months later. Then my daughter would get what? She get the $70,000 that's left off of that $100,000 life insurance policy. And then also, the way it's structured, there's a way in America that you can fund your insurance policy where it in the end will become tax-free to you, so you can have guaranteed lifetime income at a tax-free basis. So that's how our policy works.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's awesome.
All of that in one
I can
product.
tell
It's
you
like
how
magic.
So the scientist in me, I'm gonna ask a million questions.
Of course.
And the scientist in me is gonna do way too much homework, and the businesswoman in me is gonna say, is this legal? Am I getting in trouble? What's going on? Because how can you offer such an amazing package? I'm a believer in people having, until I met Shirley and learned about LiSA, about people having term and whole life. So you put some savings, have that whole life policy, and then get some term to ramp your your numbers up. But their death benefits is really what you're leaving for your descendants, for your beneficiaries.
Absolutely.
But when I learned about this way that we could save money, and that we can put our cash into an account that allows us to not only be have access to the benefits, but we are saving money that even on a rainy day, or even when that college student graduates and we want to give them a gift to get a down payment on a condo, if I've been putting money into my life insurance savings account, I can borrow against my money.
Absolutely. And the great thing about this is that we can write this policy on someone 14 days old to 80 years old. And how much does it cost? It costs what you can afford. And I say it all the time when people are in my meeting on Thursdays. I say, you know, for the same $25 or $50 a month that we spend running through the drive-through with our kids, going to McDonald's or going to Chuck E. Cheese and all these places, we call it the $1 million baby. You can take that $50 a month and structure it so that when that child is 21, they are worth $1 million or $500,000 or $250,000. And so for everybody, when people say, what does it cost? It costs, again, what you can afford and what is your goal. Are you looking for college funding? You might have to fund it a little more. And really, there's a lot of people who put their money out here in the 527s, those college funds. Well, guess what? If your child decides not to go to college, you're getting taxed out the yin-yang again because it was a college fund. So ours does the same thing, but then if your child decides not to go to college, they become an entrepreneur and they're successful. You can take that money and that's the down payment on their home, no penalties there. So,
well, this is awesome, and it's definitely leading me to so many more questions, which we're going to take right after this break. We must also hear, I have been participating for the last year. I think we're 4 or 5 sessions in with the Moses movement. So I've learned a lot from that as well, being a part of that. So we're also going to get to these callers. So hang on. We'll be back.
Holly, before we go to a song break, if we can just ask the engineers to flip, and there's a LiSA video. And if we can get that video up, if you need some time, go ahead to the song break and we'll get the video back up. But I really would, Shirley, if you don't mind, love to share with our listeners the LiSA video.
We're excited about that. We just came back from the launch.
Let's do the song and the video back to back, and then we'll come back.
Great. All right. Thank you.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing, so I fell for everything.
discipline your thinking so that when you're traveling on your journey to accomplish your goals and you reach those potholes, those things that throw you off course, you're able to have a disciplined mindset which will see you through that situation so that you accomplish your desired goal.
I had gone through some tragedy in my life where tending for not only children but ailing parents and having some financial difficulty going through that process made me very, very aware of the lack of knowledge personally of how devastating these types of things can be to families.
What we're speaking about right now and the main crisis in America and in our lives today has everything to do with financial literacy. I ask people all the time, did you know that by 2020, women are to control over $22 trillion in wealth in this country? Well, if you ask women to talk to you about finances, that's a very scary subject for them. And, you know, a lot of them will say, actually statistics show that about 86% of them will say that they just don't know enough about it.
We're touching a lot of women's lives, a lot of men's lives. So we're impacting a community that an injustice has been done to. And what we want to do is correct that injustice and bring it to life and have them become very secure.
We're talking about transforming lives by educating women on how they can be empowered, educated, and informed about financial matters. This empowerment tool can make all the difference in the world because I truly believe that when women are well, their children are well. When women are well, their relationships are healthy. When women are well, the family is strong. And strong families make for strong communities, and those are the building blocks by which we strengthen this entire country and the entire world.
To me, the LiSA Project is going to be a university for the minorities of ladies out there that don't know anything about finances. It's going to open a lot of doors for a lot of ladies so they can have a plan for anything that can happen in life, because we don't know what's going to happen today or tomorrow. But knowing and being prepared for what might happen will make any situation easier.
It's financial literacy. And when you know better, you do better. When you're well informed, you can make better decisions.
I believe that with LiSA, we have created a plan of action, and I believe through the financial literacy, we will have a paradigm shift in our thinking and in our ability to move forward in what it is that we're called to do in helping one life at a time.
I say the perfect time is now, that we need to really look at our finances, where we are, where we're going. But we need to step back and look at where we've been and how we can fix moving forward.
So transformational leadership is not about me telling you what you can do. It's about me helping you to see your abilities and what you can do.
If you learn what I can teach you, you can live anywhere in the country you want, and you'll never be financially struggling again for the rest of your life.
It put into my heart the need and passion to be a voice for women who are not a voice for themselves. I use my leadership roles in the community and the LiSA Project to continue help fulfilling dreams, lives, goals of all women, all walks of life.
You can start building right now for the life that you want, putting things in place right now for the life that you want.
Our future, your future, looks incredibly bright. And it starts right here, right now, today.
Well, we are back. Boy, I'm telling you, some things take your breath away, and that took my breath away because, wow, how powerful that was. And we saw some familiar faces.
Yes,
Jennifer
absolutely.
Jones, people.
We talked about in December, Holly, when we first started our series on New Year, New You, we had the round table. Peggy Morris was there, Darlene Brown, Madeline Lewis. We had a number of women who were profiled on this video who are part of Shirley's Dream Team.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we are on a mission to take this message and this
Awesome.
training of financial literacy really worldwide. We're going to start in this country, but our goal is to touch lives around the country. So
I
know
that.
you said we had a
Peggy
number
here,
of
so I
callers.
just want to do a shout out to Peggy, who was also in the video. And I think we have Darlene on the phone with us. Darlene, are you still with us? Oh, hi, Darlene. We saw your face on the video. Tell us about your experiences in the LiSA Project.
Hey, partner.
Hey, partner. I am absolutely excited and ecstatic about the LiSA initiative because my whole passion is about helping to empower women. And we cannot help empower women if we are not teaching them about financial literacy. The LiSA initiative does that. It allows women to be self-sustainable financially, to be able to ensure that their children and their loved ones are taken care of, and that they are taken care of in the event of challenges that we know will come to them, because we all have challenges. So I am just excited about this partnership. I'm excited about working under the leadership of Shirley Johnson, and I'm excited about the elite team. Of course, you mentioned Peggy, and of course, your co-host, who I love, Jennifer.
I love you right back, Darlene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. Great. Okay, well, let's just keep the phones rolling here. I'm afraid I don't know exactly who's on the phone, but if your area code is 817, tell us who you are and tell us why you're calling. Nope. Okay, we're going to move on. Don't worry, you'll get a second chance because you may have us on mute. If you're calling from 571 area code, tell us who you are and why you're calling. All these people, I promise you, they are on the phone. I did not make it up. I'm sitting here looking at them.
Exactly.
So talk about how LiSA got started.
Well, actually, it's been about 2 years ago now. There was... I was coming back from my life story, as I mentioned to you. I am a statistic. I am LiSA. And I hosted a meeting in Norcross, Georgia, at First Financial Security's home office there. And at the end of the meeting, someone came to me and said, hey, Debbie wants to meet you. So Debbie is actually, that was my first encounter meeting, the CEO of First Financial Security. And went to meet with Debbie, and she sat down and she said, wow, I heard about this awesome meeting that you had. And I went to Georgia, and I said, it's time for me to get back up on my feet and let me reach out to the people I know, because I'm always trying to surround myself with the powerful people that you see what's in the video, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And so I said, here's what we need to do. I need to get back up, and we need to get running fast. And so, we all told our stories and how we were going to come together and reach out and prepare ourselves to be financially stable in this industry.
Sure.
And she heard about the story, went to meet with her, and she said, you know what? She said, my husband has been in the insurance industry for over 30 years. She said, my husband is the face of insurance. The old white man is the face of insurance. She said, and we laugh about that. So
Yes.
Phil, I know you're listening. We love you.
Absolutely.
But it's the truth. And she said, our heart and our passion is to change the way insurance is sold in America. We want to change the face of insurance. So to fast forward it's been about 2 years now. We met, I came back a couple months later. There were 7 of us. We sat around the table, and we were just coming up with all kinds of ideas and what are the needs, and we cried. And if you look at our website, lisainitiative.com, the 4th video on there is the video of that first meeting where we just shared our ideas of what we thought it would look like. And at the time, it didn't even have a name.
Right.
We didn't name it until last year almost. So, but this is what has come of that
Yes.
meeting. We didn't expect it to happen so fast, but FFS truly has dug in with both feet and everything, with heart and passion as a company to work with the carriers that we have to create our own proprietary products so that we can meet the needs. So it was just, a heart. It was in the hearts, and it was a passion for the CEOs of First Financial Security. And as we came together, it's just our hearts and our passions gelled, and here we are today.
And it's been so amazing, Holly and George. It's been awesome because as a person who is this eclectic professional, my heart's desire, I've said it, I think, since I was 6 years old, I want to write books. And I want to help people heal in their lives and change their lives. And as I've matured and being under the tutelage of great people like George Fraser and my other mentors, my passion for life transformation, for personal growth and development, for all of these things are rooted in helping people have the financial strength, to have the intellectual strength and the capability to develop themselves to the full, as Darlene said. And so what I'm excited about, LiSA, I always tell my girlfriends, I've become a Mary Kay sales rep a million times to try to help people. To get their red jackets. I've thought about Tracy Lynn, but I can't sell the anointed gift of me, cannot sell a product when I see a person hurting. I don't want to take your cash from you for a product, and I respect all of my amazing, amazing women who sell Tracy Lynn and Mary Kay and all of those amazing things. But when I learned about the details of LiSA and that there was a business opportunity that I could sign up, I could get trained, I could get licensed, and I could not only benefit from this product, but I could also share this product with my circle of influence. I could build a business and to learn that I could also profit from and grow from in my personal development. I'm excited about LiSA because it truly can transform a person's life. I'm watching, we were just at the Jumpstart conference. Here we have over 500 individuals, and there were people for whom English was not their first language. They could barely speak English, but yet they're sharing not just LiSA, but First Financial Security with their friends, showing them how you can have these benefits, and to hear story after true story of persons saying, I signed my nephew up, and who would have known 3 weeks later he got a cancer diagnosis and was able to benefit through his chemotherapy from that living benefit. And so now I feel like I have the missing piece of my puzzle, that this is something I can devote. It so lines up with my passions, and it so lines up with my desires, and I'm excited that George happened to, this is divine, God's up to something.
Absolutely.
Because we planned in March to sit with George and let him know we're going to come to Power Networking. We want to share the LiSA initiative, and it's just happening. And to have Holly, who I know is my critic of all critics. Holly's my personal girlfriend lawyer. She and Kimberly August, shout out to Kimberly August, who I call and say, does this make sense? And for Holly to say, wow, I get this. That I see the pain of the traditional and old insurance and how it impacted her clients.
Yes.
I'm just excited about LiSA.
Absolutely. Well, we have a couple more people who have joined us. Let's try the last four digits this time. The last four digits, if your last four digits are 1181, you are live on the air with Truth 360. Welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
My name is Cynthia Hammond Davis.
Hello, how are you, Cynthia? Welcome to Truth 360. Tell us, are you working with the LiSA Project?
I am not yet. I'm just trying to.
Well, that's exciting.
Okay. Well, did you have any questions that you wanted to ask? Feel free. You're live.
Okay. No, I don't have any questions. I'm just trying to understand the concept or whatever it is. I'm not sure about it yet.
All right. Well, we're going to have a lot more information.
Because Shirley, there's some opportunities coming up in the near future.
Absolutely, and I'll share. Well, actually, hi Cynthia. I'm excited to hear you on the line tonight. I do believe that Peggy Morris had mentioned your name to me, so hopefully that's why you're calling in this evening, because you want to support and learn more about how Sisters for Sisters Network and Peggy are involved. So we're excited to have you on the line every Thursday in the Washington metropolitan area. Thursday at 7 p.m. I host the LiSA Initiative, LiSA Project presentation. We start at 7 p.m. The address is 4325 Forbes Boulevard, Lanham, Maryland, 20706. And then, if I could, Holly, just say
Yes,
that
please.
Saturday, February 15th, for those who are business owners and entrepreneurs interested in learning more about how they can partner with us with the LiSA Project, I will be hosting an intimate, we call it Champagne and Conversation,
Yes.
as a celebration for the recent launch of our LiSA initiative.
Yes.
So if you're interested, that's going to be pretty much be VIP,
Yes.
invitation only. So you can email me at Shirley at ffsltc.com. That's ffsltc.com. If you're interested in coming to the business owner session, that's on Sunday, February 15th, and it's going to be at 4:00 p.m. and it'll be held in Fort Washington area. And then on Saturday, February 21st, we just had conference in Georgia. We're actually bringing the conference, I call it bringing it back to Maryland, but it's called our NOISE event. That's a National Opportunity Information Session. So we will have our corporate VPs here. That's going to be held Saturday, February 21st, 9 a.m. at the Radisson Hotel in Largo, Maryland. So my number is 240-398-9738. That's 240-398-9738. So you got a Thursday, every Thursday. You have the 15th, that's the Sunday, and you have the 21st to come and learn more about what we do. And if you text me, I'll respond to you immediately.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And Holly will give to you all the call-in and contact information for Truth 360. I will send out announcements, Shirley,
Yes.
to our distribution list. If you are not already connected to Truth 360, Holly,
Then you need to be, and you could do so by texting Truth 360 to 40691. That's texting Truth 360 to 40691. Also, feel free to check us out again on our Twitter or Facebook at Truth 360 by BDC. Gosh, the phone line is lit up, so I'm gonna roll. Let's take a break. Actually, we have another song, and then we'll come back and run through the phone real quick to get everybody on. So hang in there with us, phone callers. We thank you for calling, and we're going to hear Kelly Price. All right, Kelly Price.
1 2 1 2. Here we go. It's my time to rise. It's my time to shine. It's my time to live. It's my time to fly. It's my time. It's my time. I can see it. I can feel it. Time has come now to
Welcome back, everybody. We were off the air having a great conversation.
As always, the off-the-air conversation is as dramatic and as exciting as the show, and we bring it right back to you so you get that energy. We have so many things to do really quickly, but we're joined by one of my sisters. We got a wide
love on. We'll widen the screen.
We're gonna widen it up in just a second. Yeah, I'm gonna scoot over so you can get some right here.
Because George knows
Yeah,
we
I like these odds. I like this.
And so
I like this. I talked about. Remember, I talked about a harem.
Peggy,
Remember, I talked about a harem around one.
Yeah, you got 4 to 5.
Here
It is.
I'm gonna even share the mic with you.
Exactly.
There we go.
And so we are so happy to have you join us, Peggy. And so before we wrap up the LiSA show, we wanted to pause. The reason that we're having you on is because Sisters for Sisters Network is a partner with the LiSA initiative.
Yes.
And you do so much, Peggy, to help women, just business owners, entrepreneurs, from startups to multimillionaires are a part of the network. And I'm happy to say and proud to say that we are part of the LiSA initiative because I'm a board member for Sisters Network.
There you go.
And so welcome to Truth 360. I think we have Florence Champagne on the line with us. Florence, are you here?
Whoops.
Just a second, Florence.
Let me, technical difficulty. Go ahead.
And Peggy, cornerstone to health, to wellness, and all of the financial literacy and everything that we want to do is having good health. And you and Florence Champagne have an amazing event that's happening this Friday to talk to women about heart disease. And so, Peggy, why don't you go ahead and share? Florence, are you on the line with us now?
Yes, I am.
Florence, we are so happy to have you. You are an author. I think I have a picture and photo for our audience to see Florence. Florence is an author. Florence is a heart patient, a heart surgery survivor herself, and has been on Dr. Oz. She has led the initiative to champion women to take care of their health while they are growing and prospering and doing the great things that we do. Welcome to Truth 360, Florence.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And so, Peggy and Florence, tell us about the event that's happening on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Well, go ahead. You can go and take the lead. It's your baby.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for having me, and I thank Peggy Morris, the founder and president of Sisters for Sisters Network, for actually launching this event for me and presenting me the organization, the Open My Heart Foundation. And it's going to be held this Friday, February the 6th, which is also the National Wear Red Day. So it's really a national public awareness day to warn women and to show support, to raise women's awareness about heart disease as the #1 killer. So we kind of had it on the same day as this National Awareness Day to launch this important event to help bring awareness and to try to address eliminating the heart health disparities amongst African American women.
And so, Florence, can you share with us just a little bit about how the profile of what a heart disease patient looks like has changed?
Oh, yes, it has changed. And, I myself am an African American woman. This happened to me just a few short years ago. And I was told, well, you look young, you probably have stress or anxiety.
And
at
Eric,
the time,
I think we have some pictures of Florence.
So going in, I think that there may be some type of perception about your appearance, first of all, that kind of puts women at a disadvantage for getting the same type of treatment and help that they actually need. And it was an eye-opener for me because I had no idea that I was having a heart attack. But I would go home. I went to the ER over the course of several months, and I would go home, and the disease progressively got worse until I had to have emergency open heart surgery. So the faith has changed. I've met women since I've been on this journey that are in their 20s that have had open heart surgery. So, and it's affecting more African American women than any other nationality and gender.
Yes, wow. So Florence, we appreciate you so much. I know that, Florence, when you and I have done a number of pieces of work, and one of the things that you always reiterated, that 82% of the heart attacks that are happening and for women and for patients are preventable with exercise, a healthy diet, and we're talking about exercise 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, and just by increasing your water intake, making sure you stay hydrated. Can you talk a little bit, Florence, about how after having your heart attack and having open heart surgery, your day-to-day life changed?
Well, to be honest with you, I thought I was eating pretty healthy. I'm not obese or overweight or anything. So this was the furthest thing from my mind. However, there is a genetic component, and the first thing the doctors will ask you is about your family history. So if heart disease, stroke, diabetes and high blood pressure tend to run in your family, you have a higher risk factor for exposure to getting heart disease than the average person. Because like I said, I was not eating all that unhealthy. But there are certain factors like physical inactivity, the fact that we may not exercise enough and work up a sweat, that cardiovascular activity that we need. Obesity is a factor. Like I said, family history, smoking, the high salt content in our diet, and most of all, stress. So all of these factors combined with the genetic component really puts us at a disadvantage.
Well, Florence, we want to thank you for connecting with Peggy Morris and the network, Sisters for Sisters Network, and you made this connection. We're going to have you back, Florence, yes, to come and share with us more about heart disease, but I wanted to give you and Peggy an opportunity to highlight this event. So, Peggy, why don't you wrap it up?
Well, the actual date is this Friday, February the 6th, 4 p.m. through 7 p.m., and it's going to be at the Gateway Village, located 505 Suffolk Avenue in Capitol Heights, Maryland. And if you want more detail, let me give you Florence's number. Do you mind, Florence?
No, go right ahead.
You can contact Florence at 240-715-6703, or you may contact me at 240-678-0117.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I've sent all of the information out to our distribution list. So as Holly reminds you, you can connect with us through Facebook, Twitter, and all of the like. But just make sure that when you're thinking about wealth, don't leave out wellness. So we've had an amazing show, Holly. We've been blessed. So, George, I think I'm going to pause and give you this moment to tell us what you think about the LiSA Project. Okay. And then we're going to talk about the Power Networking Conference.
There you go.
Excuse me, Jennifer. Can I just correct that number for 1 second? It's 240-715-8703.
8703. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
And Florence,
Okay,
I'll be
thank
sure
you.
to send it out again when I send out in our bonus content after the show. I'll put your email in the actual, your number in the actual email.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there are 5 frogs sitting on a log. 4 frogs decide to jump off. How many frogs are left?
Just one.
Wrong. 5. Deciding ain't doing. Right? The LiSA initiative is doing.
That's
right? So what do I say about the LiSA initiative? I love it. It's a serious action step.
Awesome.
Absolutely. You're doing it. And those who sign up for the LiSA initiative are actually doing it. They're not deciding, because how many people decide to lose weight on January the 1st? Right?
Absolutely.
Like most of America. But most of
Absolutely.
America never really do it.
Right.
This is a vessel, an instrument, and tool to actually do it. And I would like to introduce LiSA to Moses. All right? Moses, the Moses movement, 8-year, right? Making ourselves economically successful. That's what the Moses, that's an acronym. Making ourselves economically successful, right? And there are 10 pledges to financial freedom. And one of the pledges, of course, is proper insurance. Proper insurance, right? So this falls under that pledge, because most of us are not properly insured in the proper kind of way, with the proper kind of product and the proper kind of service. So LiSA is about doing it, right? And so she's one of those frogs that sits on a log, right, and decides to do it, right? And so I urge everyone listening, do something about it. Learn more about the LiSA initiative, and then actually make a commitment and do something. Do something. Put your money on the table. Right.
Thank you, George. Well, before we get into power networking, because we're going to close out, Holly, you had some people still on the line. Do you want to try to give them?
Yes. Let's start with Miss Wren. Miss Wren, please introduce yourself. Are you still there? Okay, well, let's go to Miss Hill, Judy Hill.
Hello?
Hello. How are you? Welcome to Truth 360.
That's Ms.
Oh, that's Ms. Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah, this is Marcia, and I'm just excited to hear all the good things, and I'm really overwhelmed with everything. But I'm a Shirley Johnson, and Shirley, you go, girl! yes, I just love it. I just love it. It's great.
Thanks, Marcia.
So much. We love the positive encouragement. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Thank you.
Judy Hill, do you have some words for us?
Yes, I just wanted to say thank you to Shirley. She's doing a great job out here with the LiSA initiative and empowering women and just spreading the financial education to families, friends, and everybody, and the men. Let's not leave them out. Most definitely is empowering the family and helping people financially transform their lives. And I just thank her and thank all the people on the line and those that are not here but out there working in the field. And I really appreciate them. Let's go, LiSA.
Thank you, Judy. That's awesome.
All of that support. And you were sharing with us that some of these women have a personal story.
Well, actually, to the young lady, the first one, Marcia, I met Marcia about a month ago. She actually is a physical therapist. I mean, not physical therapist. She does massage service. And she looked at what we were doing and she said, wow, this fits into what I'm already doing, helping people. But then she said she found another way to be able to help individuals where, what she's doing puts a lot of pressure on her body, and she's starting to feel her body, break down. And so with that, she's bringing the LiSA initiative in to her circle. She's actually moved her business from her storefront to her home, and now is running full-time with the LiSA initiative within the last 30 days. So she's awesome.
That's awesome.
Judy Hill is amazing. We LiSA was a sponsor at the recent Radio 1 job fair that was held the end of the summer, not long ago, maybe about 4 months ago. And Judy Hill was there. She had come as a participant, bringing a friend of hers who had transitioned here, relocated, and was looking for a job. And she and her friend both came through our Learn to Earn training program, have successfully graduated within the last 90 days. They're licensed. They're out, in the trenches now, in the field, helping individuals. She's brought on a pastor. One of her pastors Francis has come on board with her, as well as several other partners to reach out and share the LiSA initiative. So it's exciting, you know, persons
to
who
transform lives.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you're talking about.
Well, we thank all of the ladies for calling in and all of our callers for calling in, and we hope that others who are listening continue to look out for the LiSA initiative. But let me tell you, in addition to the LiSA initiative,
yes,
you know, one thing that I love that's one of the tenets is that you have to also be feeding your mind. And one thing that I do for myself is to feed my mind, and one of the ways I do so is by attending the Power Networking Conference, which is it's power networking because you do meet people, but what I find most about it is it's also a training conference. That's like what they don't tell you. That's the part. That's the part that sneaks up on you when you get there. So you must share with us about the Power Networking.
We're in our 14th year. We'll be in Dallas, Texas, on June 24th through the 27th. 24th is a bonus day. And it's a place that you come where thousands gather of like-minded people who see the same things, want the same things. We are not a conference that pontificates ad nauseum about our issues. We know what our issues are. We don't need any more books, strategies, and tactics.
Exactly.
What black people need is training. And we deeply believe that at the Power Networking Conference. So beginning at 7 in the morning with exercise, believe it or not, we start and we go until 11 o'clock at night. And with a heavy, heavy emphasis on 2-hour workshops in the 3 areas: money, business, and wellness. Physical wellness and mental wellness, because we have some serious mental issues. So we work on that. And we work on that for 4 days. And it's 96 intense hours where we bring black people together because we think black people really miss each other. They really want to be together. They really want to learn together. They really want to network. They just need the vessels, the instruments, the tools, and the facilities by which to do that. And so it is a place you come to access powerful contacts because powerful people are there. I say all the time when I teach the art and science of networking, if you want to network with important people, you have to be where important people are. Why? Because they ain't coming to your ass. You have to come in. I'm sorry.
That's it, Dave.
I wish it was reversed. But 70 years of life, 70 years of they will not be with you on your couch. You have to be with them. So if you want to meet important people, powerful people, get invested and involved in powerful initiatives, powerful ideas, powerful training from the best and brightest minds in our community, you have to come to us.
So George, we have an amazing video. If we can share it with the audience, you have an amazing video about Power Networking 2015.
Give us a real flavor.
Yeah, we definitely have to. LiSA needs to be doing some of that training as well and give a few of our scholarships.
An annual conference that is designed to help African Americans succeed and thrive as professionals and business owners. It is the largest global event of its kind, and people return to this amazing event every year to gain inspiration, motivation, and knowledge from outstanding presenters who are top experts in their field. It is an experience that you don't want to miss.
I hope this conference is a model on excellence and what it takes to make something big and important and powerful and impactful.
Seeking the answer to this question. What does God want from me instead of what do I want from life?
What is your overall view of the Power Networking Conference and the impact that it is having on thousands of people?
Well, I know the first conference I went to, it blew me away. I mean, I was floored. I had never seen that many African American professionals in a room. I mean, sharp, intelligent, accomplished, down to earth, spiritual, community oriented. I mean, so just their presence alone.
People are starting businesses.
people are finding ways to fulfill their dreams and their goals and their missions.
The Power Networking Conference is one of, if not the premier conferences for African Americans in the country, and really just black people worldwide. You have so many people that come from all over the world to be at the Power Networking Conference because they understand the power of connection, they understand the powerful training, the transformational training that happens at the Power Networking Conference.
A world-class training conference, rather than an issue conference, but a training conference that assists Black and African American people in having lives that work, and having intergenerational wealth, and having sound bodies.
To educate, inform, empower, enrich, elevate our people into not just being consumers, but teaching them to be producers.
They're looking for those strategies. They know the world is becoming much more complex. They understand that they're facing new challenges, but there are also so many new opportunities, and you get a chance to learn from some of the best experts in the country about how to capitalize on those opportunities.
I'm a futurist. I discuss future businesses for African Americans. I discuss capitalism in the 21st century. It's a little bit of a new norm there, and we have to approach things a little differently. We have to look at what are the emerging industries.
Those people who come to the conference and those whose lives we touch are all committed to elevating the status and the awareness and the wealth and the community.
To bring people together with the idea of a common cause or a common mission is one of the greatest things that you can do, and to be able to empower them, not just for themselves, but to go back and empower their families, their communities, and the world. It makes all the difference.
It's really a breakthrough conference.
You come to this event and you begin to connect with people who have the same mindset, the same drive, the same ambition, some that have paved the way.
The reason the Power Networking Conference is having such an impact because it's spiritually based. It's a coming home.
Well, that's the Power Networking already, right? And so we're going to get things wrapped up. There's something that Deborah Owens says. She says that impoverished people live day to day, and poor people live week to week. Middle income people live month to month, and that rich and upper income people live year to year, or might even live decade to decade. But truly wealthy people live generation to generation. We opened today's show talking about the need for financial literacy, the need for wellness in your life, the need for you to have goals that pursue wealth in money and beyond. We have the LiSA Project with Shirley Johnson. You'll be back, Shirley, to share some more with us in our Wealth and Wellness series, so we'll send bonus content about those events coming up. Peggy Morris and Sisters for Sisters Network, what can we say about the greatest connector?
Always great.
And my partner in crime and my true partner divine, Holly Holiday, doing it big at all times. And so Holly and I are not going to have our Jennifer Thought, and Holly knows we're going to give our time to close this out to none other than Dr. George C. Fraser.
Absolutely.
Come to the conference. So let me make all of our listening audience an offer that you can't refuse. So what I would like to do, what I would like to do for those of you that were smart enough to be tuned in tonight is to make you a special offer. This offer is good for 1 hour. And then it goes back to the normal, regular, discounted package that you can get if you're well connected. All right, so if you're connected to Peggy, there's a special package that Peggy can make available to you. All right, but this package that I'm going to make available is not available unless it comes out of my mouth. And I will know that this offer came out of my mouth because I'm going to give you a couple of code words to email me, and so I will know that you were listening. All right? So what I'm going to do is make available to anyone listening tonight for the next, I want to be fair, for the next 12 hours, right? So that gives you a chance to go to bed, sleep on it, talk about it with your significant other, and make a decision. I'm going to give you a $1,300 Power Networking Conference package. The package includes a full registration for you, which is valued at about $700. A full registration for a young person, 17 to 25, that's valued at about $400, right? So that's $1,100. And then our bonus day, we have an incredible bonus day on Wednesday. The conference officially starts on Thursday, but a lot of the really smart people that want extra training come on Wednesday. And Wednesday starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that too goes to 11 o'clock at night. Yes, we have day classes and night classes, and you can hardly get in any of them. In fact, this is one of the few conferences, now this may not be attractive to you, where when you go to the bar on Thursday and Friday night, there's nobody in the bar. Everybody is in a class.
That's right.
Trying to learn something, trying to get some knowledge, right? So the bonus day gives you an extra set of 2 sets of workshops. Day workshops where we have 8 concurrent workshops. Night workshops where there are 8 concurrent night workshops, right? Each workshop set is about 2 hours. All right. So here's the offer. So that's the package. It's $1,300. So for those of you listening, we're going to take $1,000 off of that, and we're going to give you that package for 12 hours for $299. That's the special George Fraser was here package, right? For 12 hours. Now, here's how you can get it. You just email me at gfraser, F-R-A-S-E-R, gfraser at frasernet.com with your name and with your cell phone number, and say, I'm in. See, I'll know that you were listening. When you say, I'm in, those are the code words. You were listening to this program at this moment in time tonight, okay? So $1,000 off the package, a $1,300 package for $299. Now, don't email me 2 days from now.
No, 12 hours, that's all they
It's
got.
over.
12 hours.
You got 12 hours,
Yeah.
right?
So
I don't want to hear it.
I'll send out
If you
a
go to our
bonus notice.
right, if you go to our website, you're not going to see this package on our website. It ain't going to be there, right? You may, if you want, catch Peggy in a weak moment. And she's still not going to be able to give you this package.
She can give you a discount.
She can give you a discount. She can't give you this package. So that's our offer.
Fraser.
Power Networking Conference, Dallas, Texas. June 24th through the 27th. Email me at gfraser at frasernet.com. Say I'm in. Put your name and your cell phone number. We will call you tomorrow and close the deal. Now, I've been black for 70 years. If it wasn't for layaway plans, I probably would have grown up butt naked. All right? So my whole wardrobe would lay away. So if you need a little layaway plan, you need to put a little, say you want to put a third down now and pay for it over the next 2 months, we'll roll with that. But you're going to pay a little more. You're going to pay a little more.
That'll be the last word for Truth 360. We'll be back next week, Wednesday, between 5 and 7, where we'll be talking about the role of the special prosecutor.
All right. Thank you.
Good night. Awesome show.
Thank you.